What's going on, everybody? It's that time again. It's Sunday. It's your Rep Your Team segment. I'm your boy Tony B. I do these videos every weekend, but I have an update for you guys as well. I will be doing the Rep Your Team segments now on Saturdays instead of Sundays for scheduling purposes, and it's more convenient. I wanted to take the time out Sundays, more family time, and for people to enjoy their family time as well, and taking that time out and doing sports videos. And then on Thursdays, I'm going to do my encouragement videos permanently on Thursdays. So that's those that have been following me on my YouTube channel. If you've been keeping up with them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you're going to see the encouragement videos more on Thursdays, and you're going to be seeing the updates more of the Rep Your Team segments on either Fridays or Saturdays instead of Sundays now. So those that have been supporting me, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your feedbacks, your views, your shares, everything. It means a lot to me as well. Those that follow me, I didn't do a video last week. Like I said, scheduling purposes has been real busy, so it's been kind of hard keeping up with the videos. Sometimes it hasn't. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. If you haven't subscribed yet, oh yeah, subscribe. Once you hit subscription, it'll say subscribe. You'll see a bell pop up on your right. Click on that bell. That's your alert for the updates and more on my videos. If there's any content you want me to talk about, please let me know. I'm not one to sit here and just come up with topics for sports or for encouragement just for myself. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about as well, and I'll definitely talk about those things. So just inbox me, DM me, or comment on the videos and let me know what is it you would like for me to talk about when I do these videos. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. Before I talk about my recap of the NBA Finals, this is the time of the year where sports after the NBA Finals becomes, if you're not a baseball fan, you're not a hockey fan, you're not a racing fan, this time of the year is kind of like a boring type year. This is a dull type year. You take advantage of it for vacation, or if you're a video game fan like me, you play Madden and 2K and stuff, because this part is hard because there's no basketball. We're in the month of June, and football is back, but preseason don't start till August. So all we have is highlights, all we have is trash talk till August get here for my football fans. For basketball fans, the good part about that is training camps and stuff be right back for it in September and October. So basketball will be back for it. Football, it takes a longer time because it's more a physical sport, or unless you're into boxing. But anyway, this is a time of year where it's tough for sports fans that's not into certain sports. So I want to go ahead and talk about other news. Boxing is being boxing is back with a little excitement. Crawford beat Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn, to me, was overrated. They hyped him up. To me, they robbed him. They robbed Pacquiao against Horn, which should have never been the champion. It should have been Crawford versus Pacquiao. But be on the lookout for the welterweight division. You got Crawford, you got Keith Thurman, you have Errol Spence. Those that are not familiar with those names, look those guys up. Those are exciting fighters. They're not boring. They have swagger to them. They have charismatic characteristics. They make fights exciting. So these are not boring fighters. Don't take my word for it. Look up Keith Thurman. He's not as athletic as the other two guys, but he's a power puncher for his size. And then Errol Spence, exciting to watch. And the guy Crawford, the one that beat Horn last night, he's exciting too. He's a knockout artist. So we got some stuff to look forward to. Heavyweights, they're doing too many musical chairs for me. It's taking too long for the Wilder versus Anthony Joshua fight. It's just politics that's holding everything up. I don't think these guys are scared to fight each other, despite the taunting, the back and forth. It's a bunch of politics, and if they don't do something soon, it's going to lose its excitement for us boxing fans to want to see the fight, because it's just a bunch of talk. It's not like it was back in the day in the 90s or the 80s or the 70s, where heavyweights, whoever was the best one up, they fought that next person up. Won't no debating. So hopefully that fight happens. But other than that, not too much going on in boxing, baseball. You know, that's a long season. So my Yankees looking pretty good. So no complaints there. I want to go ahead and recap these NBA finals. And before I recap the NBA finals, oh yeah, be on the lookout, football fans. Get your trash talk ready. Football is around the corner. I'm curious to see what my Cowboys do. And I'm not to get my hopes up with the Tar Heels, but football's back, so whoever your team is, shout your team out in these sports, y'all. Shout your athletes out, whatever. This is Rep Your Team segments, y'all. Let us know pridefully who your people, who you represent, who's your team, what is your favorite sport. Let us know. So moving right along, I'm gonna go ahead. This is gonna be a short video. I'm gonna do a recap of the NBA Finals. Those that follow me on social media, since I didn't do a video for my YouTube followers last week, I predicted Golden State was going to win in 6. It'd be 4-2. As we seen, they brought the brooms out. I haven't seen the finals lopsided like this since the Lakers versus the Nets or the Lakers versus the Sixers. I'm talking about the Shaq Kobe era. It wasn't even close. It wasn't contested. And this is the thing that I was trying to explain to LeBron fans. Nobody's hating on him. Nobody's saying he's a GOAT. I've said this all season. I've said this postseason, if you kept up with the videos mostly. I said LeBron, when he has a team that's not stacked, even if the team is stacked, he does not do well by himself against complete teams. I don't care how great you are. I don't care how talented you are. Even Michael Jordan, him by himself would not have been alone for the likes of somebody at that time of a Golden State. There's too many superstars piling up, and nobody thought these guys would be superstars. A lot of them turned into superstars. They turned into household names. Nobody thought they would do that, but that's how things happen sometimes. So I believe, with that being said, LeBron is definitely leaving Cleveland. It was embarrassment. This was the worst of his career. You could see the frustration on his face. I saw it in game 1. I saw when they blew that game 1. I didn't really stay up and watch it. I woke up and saw the highlights. But I saw the frustration on LeBron's face when they should have had that game. I knew then the series was over because it's like the team they lost all hope. So my prediction backfired on me. Shout out to my boy James Smith. He called it 4-0. It happened this year. He came close last year, but it happened this year. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead who I think 3 possible places LeBron could end up in. I believe he could end up in Philly. I believe he end up in LA or Houston. Now, if I'm him, this is just me talking, I would go to Philly. You can still dominate the East. Now, I don't like the whole concept of guys hopping on teams together and instead of seeing if you could be better than this other guy, you teaming up with him. I don't like that concept, but Paul Pierce made a valid point. We're in a generation, an era where players team up because they want to win titles so bad. They'd rather tarnish their legacy than to be known not to have finals rings. So that's the generation we're in. I say Philly for LeBron because if he still wants to dominate, stay in the East. If you plan on getting to the finals more years till you retire, stay in the East. If he go to the West, unless he join Houston, he's not going to be able to rush through the West like he did the East. I'm not saying he hasn't beaten Western Conference teams. I'm not saying that. But you seen alone what has happened to him against Golden State. Imagine if that was Houston. Houston came close to playing in the NBA Finals, but they lost to Golden State. So I believe he should go to Philly. Like I said, if he goes to the West, it's going to be harder for him to win unless he go to LA, they pull some magical thing and get the right pieces along with Paul George and himself there. I don't see it even happening there. But if he goes to the West, his best chance, if he wants to defeat Golden State, is Houston, who, by the way, don't need LeBron. because they came close to beating him and beating Golden State in 7 games. So they really don't need LeBron. But it was a rumor out saying Chris Paul was trying to recruit him. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is your segment of Rep Your Teams. I had to do a little recap, give y'all 411 what's been going on in sports a little bit. Again, those that follow me, these videos for the sports segments will now be on Saturdays, and the encouragement videos will now be on Thursdays. Till then, subscribe to other people about it. This your boy Tony B. I'm out. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great one.